Top Dog. Scamp the Tramp took top honors at the 31st annual World's Ugliest Dog Contest held in California. The big-eyed, dreadlocked pooch beat 19 other contestants for the title. According to his bio, Scamp the Tramp was found and rescued in Los Angeles an hour before he was set to be euthanized. Scamp and his owner get a trophy and a $1,500 prize. Scamp
right now.
And right now at 5, an area woman comes very close to getting scammed by someone pretending to be the lottery winner from Wisconsin. The warning that she has for you.
And the hot weather around the area could be affecting our lakes. We'll explain.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5. A Portage woman came very close to getting scammed by someone pretending to be the lottery winner, the most recent one from Wisconsin.
Gabriella Becerra shares how this woman wants to turn her almost miracle into a lesson for others. Gabby?
That's right. Shirley Hull was communicating through text messages with someone claiming to be Manuel Franco, the man who won $768 million from the Wisconsin lottery in April. He offered to give her up to $100,000, and she believed him.
Yes, I was sending $20,000 to 200 people, and you.
Shirley Hull operates an animal rescue in Portage, which is in need of some financial help.
To us, it was a miracle when he said he would definitely send us the $20,000. It was just a miracle because we're so on the verge of having to shut it down.
So when she came across what she thought was the lottery winner's contact information, she gave him a call.
He said, well, how much money do you need? And I thought, well, I'll tell him, you know, he could say yes or no. And I said, well, a good start would probably be $100,000 to help us completely through.
Communicating through text messages, the scammer told her that she would need to purchase an iTunes gift card to pay for the shipping cost.
And that's kind of when I knew that it was a scam.
You know, this is not a surprise at all.
The Better Business Bureau says this type of scam is not uncommon.
Scammers will always try to find a way to, use whatever's going on currently to try to get money. So they'll be very creative, and they actually follow the news.
BBB recommends to always be cautious before giving information or money to strangers.
The bottom line is to, never pay money to get money, never pay money in an untraceable method or to a stranger. And lastly, if it sounds too good to be true, it is.
He says to never give money to a stranger by wire transfer or gift cards because you will most likely never see that money again. And if you are contacted by someone asking for money, always check with someone else before giving them the money.
We just hear these stories over and over again. Don't be buying gift cards and sending them off.
It's definitely sad.
All right, Gabby, thank you.
Thank you, Gabby. Janesville police are searching for the man who they say shot into the air as officers chased him. It happened at 507 South Academy Street Monday night. Police say when they arrived at the scene, the man causing a disturbance had left. Shortly after the officers left, they were called back when that man, identified as 38-year-old Antonio Sims, returned. Officers then tried to arrest him. Sims took off. Police say Sims pulled a gun from his waistband and fired 3 shots into the air. The officers who chased him were not injured, nor did they fire their weapons.
Madison police say a car was stolen during a string of auto break-ins early this morning. Officers say a man called police after noticing several people trying to enter vehicles parked along the 9300 block of Briarhaven Drive. Officers arrived in the area as 2 vehicles sped away. During their investigation, officers noticed several cars and a home had been entered. The suspects took a 61-year-old man's unlocked vehicle.
A Madison woman was arrested on suspicion of causing a disturbance involving a lighter at a gas station on the north side. Police were called to the Citgo gas station in the 1400 block of Northport Drive last night. Witnesses told officers 38-year-old Monique Lemon had been kicking vehicles and attempting to start fights with customers. Officers say she was holding a lighter and moved toward a man standing next to his vehicle, pumping gasoline, when officers tried to approach her. Police said Lemon threatened to burn the man and came within feet of him and his fuel tank. Lemon was taken into custody and she is now facing multiple charges, including second-degree recklessly endangering safety.
Let's get a look now at your first alert weather. Meteorologist Dana Fulton now out on the sultry weather patio.
It's a little warm outside right now for us, also a little humid, but thankfully most of the area getting some sunshine. Now there are still a few clouds for us, and we are watching some storms coming through with Jefferson County. In fact, if we look at Platteville right now, there's a live view from our Queen Bee radio sky cam. You can see some of those clouds coming on through, blocking the sun at times. And as far as our Doppler track is concerned, throughout the evening, we've had showers and thunderstorms so far, mainly southeast of Dane County and Rock County. Now in Jefferson County, we're seeing those thunderstorms pop up. It's just so humid outside right now that we do have the chance to continue to see those storms again towards Jefferson and Rock County over the next few hours. Most of the area will be waiting until overnight, though, to see any more rain showers come on through. Right now, it's warm, 87 in Madison. We will have a cooler and less humid weekend ahead, but we'll take a closer look at that forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Another hot day in Madison means another day of getting to the lake.
Amy Reed joining us live now to see how our lakes are doing this year and how you could help keep them healthy. Amy?
Yeah, it was a great day to get out to the beach here at Lake Wingra. The water is looking healthy. That's the case for a lot of beaches around Madison, but that can change quickly. Anytime that it's hot and the water is stagnant, it helps blue-green algae bloom. Right now, the lakes have benefited from an overnight rainstorm, which shakes up the water, but overall, the rain we've gotten this year has flushed a lot of organic material into the lake. That produces phosphorus, which produces blue-green algae, and it's a team effort to make sure we keep that phosphorus to a minimum.
So what's going on right now is that we know we need to do more. So the city, the county, the state, and the Clean Lakes Alliance are all coming together to update our efforts. But we're really hoping is that people do individual actions at their home, like rain barrel, rain gardens, and especially getting those yard clippings and leaves out of the curb and gutter, because everything goes on the land and ends up in the lakes eventually, especially with these rain events.
The Clean Lakes Alliance is constantly monitoring the health of the lakes. They have about 70 volunteers that will measure different points on all the lakes for water quality, and then the Clean Lakes Alliance puts that information together. They have that available for you on lakeforecast.org, and they recommend that you check that out anytime you're about to head out to the beach.
Good advice. Amy, thank you.
A Madison school board member has announced that she is stepping down from her position. Mary Burke has been a board member for the past 7 years. She cited personal and professional commitments for the reason that she is stepping down. Burke says, "I am proud of the progress we've made and acknowledge the work still to be done. I have faith that the board will hire a great new superintendent, pass a transformative referendum, and continue toward fulfilling our mission of every student graduating college, career, and community ready." The board will discuss the process of filling Burke's seat at its meeting on Monday.
President Trump says his administration will soon begin deporting thousands of undocumented people living in 10 major cities after delaying action last month. The treatment of migrants living in the U.S. and at the border has come under scrutiny in recent weeks. Customs and Border Protection says it's launched an internal investigation into social media posts allegedly by CBP employees mocking migrant deaths and bashing Democrats. A recent report by the Homeland Security Department's Inspector General detailed several overcrowding issues at CBP facilities. Investigators also describing children with no access to showers or hot meals.
I've seen some of those places, and they are run beautifully. They're clean, they're good.
President Trump created this problem without congressional support, and I think the next president, should it be me, will end so much of this problem to taking executive actions.
The Trump administration says those planned raids will target undocumented migrants who either missed a court hearing or received deportation orders.
The crisis at the border continues to be a hot-button issue, but a Madison bookstore says it's taking matters into its own hands.
Jamie Perez spoke with the bookstore staff about what they're doing and how quickly it's gained momentum. She joins us with more on that and how you can get involved. Jamie?
Well, the bookstore, if you've never heard of it, is called A Room of One's Own. It's just off of State Street. It's known for its variety of books, but this weekend they're doing something that they've never done before. All weekend long, 10% of their book sales is being donated to an organization called RACES. It's based in Texas, and they basically do legal work for those who are detained at the border. Now, this started as a small effort by this one bookstore to last just one day, but based on the amount of support they've gotten across the nation, they extended that to last throughout this weekend. Right now, they have 114 bookstores teaming up with their efforts nationwide to donate a percentage of their sales this weekend to this cause. As of this morning, they've raised nearly $15,000.
We're going to be raising a lot of money. You know, like our goal right now is between $50,000 and $75,000, and we think we're confident that we're going to reach that. And it's, I mean, we're floored. We didn't think that this was not something we thought was possible.
Now, this effort applies to anything that you may want to buy in-store or online. They said that they've already gotten a lot of orders, more so online than they're used to seeing. So if you would like to donate without buying a book, you can also do that. I'll have a link to do that on our website at channel3000.com.
All right, Jamie, thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. If you've been looking for ways to get involved in the zero waste movement, now is the time. This month, 120 million people around the world are participating in Plastic-Free July. Chef Lauren from Fitchburg's Surya Cafe is participating this month and beyond. She tries to avoid plastic products in her business year-round. That means customers drink from metal straws and are encouraged to bring their own to-go containers or to use her biodegradable ones. While these products do cost a little bit more, Chef Lauren says it's a cause that she is proud to support.
It's just always been something in my periphery. I couldn't not do it. It didn't make sense for me to know how many containers that we go through and know how many straws that we go through. I couldn't be okay with putting that into a landfill and knowing that it's going to stay there for hundreds or thousands of years.
If you'd like to participate, you can sign the Plastic-Free Pledge on our website, channel3000.com. And while you're there, you can pledge to reduce your plastic use in a few different ways, from going completely plastic-free to avoiding the big four: plastic bags, water bottles, straws, and coffee cups.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah.
Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, crews in California are cleaning up following a 6.4 magnitude earthquake.
A 15-year-old from the United States continues to shine at Wimbledon.
And looking at Wall Street on this Friday, the Dow Industrials are down 43 points, the NASDAQ down 8, the S&P 500 losing 5. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Crews are assessing the damage in Southern California County after the region's strongest earthquake in 20 years.
The 6.4 magnitude quake hit Ridgecrest, which is more than 150 miles from Los Angeles. The local hospital was partially damaged, so 15 patients were evacuated as a precaution. Some had to be airlifted to other hospitals. It has since produced more than 1,000 aftershocks.
We have multiple injuries. We've had 2 house fires. We've had small vegetation fires, power lines down, gas leaks.
This was one of the largest quakes to hit Southern California since the 1994 Northridge earthquake. That trembler had a magnitude of 6.7 on the Richter scale and left 72 people dead and up to $20 billion in damage.
90 degrees, pretty common during the summer months, but not in Alaska. Parts of the state are baking under record high temperatures. Anchorage broke a half-century record Thursday when the thermometer hit 90, beating the previous high of 85. 2 other cities also reached record high temperatures. The heat, combined with dry conditions, is raising the risk for wildfires. A fire about 100 miles north of Anchorage forced people to evacuate.
I lose everything. The only thing I was concerned with are my neighbors. My children are with me. My mom's with me. So everything else is meaningless.
The National Weather Service says high ocean temperatures are part of the reason for the record heat. Parts of the state will continue to see the unusually warm weather for the next few days.
Coco Gauff keeps making history at Wimbledon with a 3-set win over Polona Hercog today. The 15-year-old phenom from Delray Beach, Florida, is on her way to the round of 16. Gauff was the youngest player to qualify for Wimbledon in the professional era at 15 years old. She won 3 matches last week against higher-ranked women in the preliminary round, including upsetting 5-time champion Venus Williams. Gauff will face former #1 Simona Halep in the 4th round on Monday.
And the USA is preparing for its 4th straight World Cup final appearance. With 24 goals adding up to 6 victories, Team USA seems poised to play its way into World Cup history. The team edged past Spain, knocked out host nation France, and beat England to make its way into the finals against the Netherlands. A celebration against England by co-captain Alex Morgan stirred a bit of controversy, but today she's brushing it off.
It wasn't a hit to England in any way. There is some sort of double standard for females in sports to feel like we, have to be humble in our successes and have to celebrate, but not too much.
The United States and the Netherlands will play Sunday at 10 a.m. If the U.S. does go all the way, it'll join Germany as the only team to win the tournament twice in a row.
Let's get a check on the weekend forecast now. Dana Fulton is in the studio. Dana?
We have some good news. Of course, a little bit of a drop in the humidity. It will be a welcome change for Saturday and Sunday. Right now in Madison, we have some sunshine, also a few clouds out there, of course. Temperature-wise, we're at 87 currently, and that's the hottest it's been so far today. It's also quite a bit above average. We should have stopped in the lower 80s for our afternoon highs. Starting the morning off in the low 70s, also a little above average for us right now. As far as the Doppler track is concerned, we do have these isolated thunderstorms in Rock and Greene County, also at the edge of Jefferson County right now. They're popping up thanks to all of that moisture that we have, how humid it is outside and how warm it is. The rainfall in the last 12 hours has really been favored towards the Jefferson and Rock County area. Storm chances off towards Minnesota, but we really aren't expecting anything through the rest of the evening for most of the area. It's not until after midnight that we start to have the chance for some showers and thunderstorms to slide on in. A little bit of a disturbance down to the south for us. Those storm chances will slide through, and then as we get into Saturday and Sunday, a drop in the humidity and a bit of a drop in our temperatures also will be closer to average. Our severe potential for tonight still on the western edge of the state. We're under a marginal risk. The concern, of course, later on tonight to have a few stronger thunderstorms pop on up. Nothing coming in for your Saturday, though. That's the good news Saturday. We'll see some sunshine in the afternoon. And again, a drop in the temperatures and the humidity. So overnight, the chances start to develop mainly after midnight. Our temps are going to drop close to 70 again. So a very similar start to the day as far as your temperatures are concerned. But for early Saturday morning, we may still have a few showers and thunderstorms lingering for us. So keep that in mind early in the day. They won't stay with us, though, throughout the afternoon. That's the good news. Later on in the day, our skies become mostly sunny. We're looking at high temperatures in the lower 80s, so it'll be pretty close to average for us for a Saturday afternoon. By Sunday, a mostly sunny sky also. Temperatures will be close to 60 early in the day. Clear sky overnight allows our temperatures to drop just a little more, and then in the afternoon, temperatures will be back closer to 80 for our afternoon highs on Sunday. So both days pretty seasonal outside, and a nice drop in our humidity also. Our dew point's close to 70 right now, but by tomorrow afternoon, our dew points will be closer to 60. That means it feels a little more comfortable outside. And for Sunday afternoon, our high pressure ridging in, keeping things pretty quiet. Dew points again in the upper 50s, close to 60. So both days should be just fine. I was just talking to some folks in Janesville about when would be the best time to mow the yard. If you can wait till tomorrow afternoon once the rain gets through, you're good to go. Or if you just want to wait till Sunday, both days should be just fine. Temperatures after we get past sunset will start to drop into the 70s, of course, but overnight lows, again, only close to 70 for us with that cloudy sky overhead. They're really not going to drop too much outside. Mild and muggy, and since our temperatures will be close to our dew points, we may see some patchy fog early on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon in the lower 80s with the showers ending for us before noon. And then in the afternoon with the sunshine, it really should be pretty pleasant outside. It won't be as humid, but it'll still be pretty warm in the low 80s again with those afternoon highs for Saturday and for Sunday. Mid to low 80s to start off next week. And then our next chance for showers will start to develop later on in the day on Tuesday and stay with us into Wednesday. A chance developing overnight Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're looking closer to some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures heading into next weekend, though, will start to warm back up again for us. Another round of warm weather moving in, so we'll enjoy this weekend. Here's a live look as far as traffic is concerned along the Beltline at Verona Road. East and westbound actually seem to be moving along okay right now. As we look through 39 and 90, also not seeing any major delays or hiccups. Overall speeds, if you're heading along the eastbound side, should hold pretty steady. Not a lot of traffic. I think a lot of folks were lucky and had today off. Notice all the way through John Nolan, speeds at about 60 miles per hour, dropping just a little bit the closer you get to John Nolan. As far as drive times go, 26 minutes to get from Janesville to the Beltline, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and then from Sun Prairie to downtown. Should be about a 14-minute drive for you this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, thanks, Dana.
Not everybody had to work today. News. More to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, hospitals are on the front line in the battle against a deadly bacteria. British scientists are developing a new weapon to fight superbugs. Well, British scientists have discovered a new compound that finds and kills superbugs, the potentially fatal infections that antibiotics cannot treat.
Tens of thousands of people around the world die from superbugs every year. Ian Lee reports from Sheffield, England.
And this is the compound being separated.
It may not look like much, but an arms race is underway in this lab, pitting man against germs.
How concerned should we be about superbugs?
The way it's going, it's like a freight train coming towards us, and we're not doing anything.
Superbugs are bacteria like E. coli and MRSA that evolved to resist current antibiotics. Health officials predict they could kill more than 10 million people a year by 2050, putting patients at risk of deadly infections during everyday procedures.
Imagine very common operations like hip replacement, knee replacements, things like childbirth will become a major medical problem.
But scientists at England's University of Sheffield say there's hope. PhD student Kirsty Smitten accidentally discovered a potential superbug breakthrough while researching cancer-fighting drugs.
We didn't know if it would work on bacteria, and then we just suddenly got a hit, and it did work, so it was a bit of a surprise.
This experimental compound, nicknamed Ruru, is the latest weapon in their arsenal. These microscopic images show how it successfully attacks, infiltrates, and kills superbugs.
This is victory.
Yeah, so there it's breached the cell membrane.
So far, they've tested their discovery on insects. The work is costly and time-consuming, and human trials are still years away.
If it makes it through clinical trials, then yeah, there's no reason why it couldn't save as many lives as penicillin has saved.
And if approved, it'll keep doctors one step ahead in the war against superbugs. Ian Lee, CBS News, Sheffield, England.
Dana Fulton will have a final check of the weekend forecast when we come back.
Good evening. Here's a look at some of the stories our team is working on right now. We went to talk with one of the leading earthquake experts in Southern California about what people should expect following yesterday's earthquake. Did you know there have been more than 1,000 aftershocks since then? Plus, Coco Gauff, she did it again. The 15-year-old phenom won today at Wimbledon, but it was not easy. And Steve Hartman will take us on the road. He lost his hands and most of his arms, but he had just the right touch to rally the right person who gave him a chance. We hope you'll end the week with us tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Steve Hartman, always a good way to end the week.
Does it again, yep.
All right, and looking forward to the weekend and less humidity.
Less humidity outside should be a little more pleasant for Saturday and Sunday afternoons. Now, Saturday in the morning, we may have a few lingering showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will be close to 80 for both days in the afternoon. Sunshine for Sunday and Monday. And then our next chance for showers and thunderstorms will creep in overnight Tuesday and linger throughout the day on Wednesday for us.
All right, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back here at 6.